Giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikakodash, and double honor to the men of great millstone that is out there on the highway and byway, pushing this truth day in and day out. Also pushing the truth for the worldwide internet, reaching for the elect to pull them out of a two-thirds state of mind so that we can be beamed up on those chairs of salvation to live in the kingdom under King David and the supreme King Yahushua, which he has the title of command and authority and rulership over heaven and earth. Though title was given to Yahushua by his father Yahweh. Also, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth of the Bible. To the Akim and Aqua, which are the men and women that listen on, continue to pray for more faith, repent, and fast, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandment, as well as Ecclesiastes 12:13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. Just lambing back off of GMS all precept, the lack of stability in these, days, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. How can I bring this here down? The lack of stability in these dire times will lead Jake to slaughter, right? And we know that it's going to be a lot of death here to come, and it's prophesied. But we have a lot of lazy people, a lot of lazy Eve, a lot of lazy Jakes. When I saw this video, I saw on average damn near the same amount of guys as women. So, you guys, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I knew that there are men on the EBT collecting welfare, but more females, because they will get it quicker than guys. So, I just want to read this here, the path of the lazy. A proverb describes the negative consequences that will inevitably befall a sloth person. And it says here, Proverb 19:15, slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. So yes, come time November, some of these people are already going hungry right now because they ate up all their goods. Thinking that, well, we got another check coming in on the first, so they wasn't thinking about saving. They wasn't thinking about getting canned goods and stocking up, junk food, fast food restaurant shit. That stuff goes fast. Then you're hungry again. You better learn how to cook. You better learn how to make, uh, 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 cook a dinner and make it last 2 to 3 days. You know, but our people, and we know this. We know how to stretch our food out. But you have so many these young parents that do not want to cook. They want a lot of these young men and women are, they just microwavable generation. They don't believe in cooking big meals. They believe in getting some cheese it, you know, some small little yellow crackers and little bag of popcorn and some chicken, you know, and a big big box of cereal and milk, and that's pretty much it right there. And that stuff runs out, you know. So it says slothfulness calls cast into a deep sleep, and idle souls shall suffer hunger. Proverbs 21:25. The desire of slothful killeth him. You know, You got a grown man, he's living off the system. He don't, he can't find work, so he get comfortable. He said, "The hell with that. I'm getting money every month. A lot of it. I have, my old lady, and you have some of these women that are not living in an apartment complex where other women can snitch and tell on each other. Some of these, just like white women, they will have 4 or 5, children, and they man be right there with them. You know, you getting in 800, almost $1,000 in welfare. Some of the guys they sit on their ass. So the system is what causing a lot of these men and women to just stay on their ass instead of giving them a time limit. Maybe 2 years, and then within the year and a half, with year and 6 months, give them some type of notice. Hey, you got 6 more months. You better, try to find some more. We're gonna take you off the system. We're gonna do it anyway. So I mean, the government gonna do it anyway. I'm just saying, give them a time limit to get themselves right. Find you a job. But the desire of the slothful killeth himself. So by him getting comfortable, he kills himself. Not physically. I mean, spiritually, because he don't have the drive to go look for shit. You gonna sit on there, and that go for you women too. You comfortable living off the government. It says it for his hand, and also it says this here. Let's go to lock here. Get this out the way. What is it? Second Timothy, what? First Timothy 5 and 8. Where it said, "But she that live in pleasure is dead while she liveth." Because, like I said, you letting the system take care of you while other adults, men and women, are going to work every day, and you figure, well, y'all go to work, y'all taxes are putting food in my house, and all I gotta do is lay on my ass. Number one, you very selfish. You don't care about other people, how they you don't care about people. They going to work and they supporting you. Do you not feel some kind of way that you able bodied, that you able to do something, but you rely on the system? And guess what? A lot of you YN and YB are running to the system for help. You going down, to the government for help. Why is this and why is that? Let's start here at Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, says, woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. See, when people get comfortable, they forget the Lord. They claim that they know the Lord, but they forget the Lord because they living off Esau. I guarantee you, some of them say, I don't need the Lord. I get my money. Esau put me in a nice 3 bedroom house out in the suburb, and most of those Edomites normally get those. They normally put Eve in an apartment complex. Now there are some Eve that are living in homes out in the suburb, but mostly our women are in the inner city, the urban areas. So says that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering. See, a lot of these people that I'm about to play here on this particular video, a lot of these women and men, their covering was the government. That's why they so pissed off, because the government shut down, and that means no more fruit of the vine, No more fruit from the vine coming your way. No more fruit coming through that vine going your way. You know, your lifeline been cut off. Now you upset. Your covering have been taken away from you, but not of my spirit. They ain't calling on the Lord. They panicking, going to TikTok, saying, on God, I'm gonna do this. Why you not praying? Those 2/3 men and women. It said, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt. You don't think they went to those welfare clinics, buildings or whatever you want to call it, and complain? Why is my money not on my debit card and all this and that? And you ain't worked, you ain't did shit, and you going down there and you demanding where my money at? It ain't none of your fucking money. Their money belong to me, belong to everybody in this house, everybody that's working. You know, because I guarantee you, if they were working and somebody came up to them and say, "Hey, where my money at?" they'll be pissed off. And yes, Eve will be pissed off. Eve will be ready to unalive somebody if she worked, 9 to 5, you know, 40 hours a week or whatever. Then somebody have the nerve to come to you and say, "Hey, um, uh, 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 um, none of your money out of your account fell in my account. What's the problem?" She'll be pissed off, right? So it says here, verse 2, that walked to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So they don't call on the Lord for help. They call on the government. They didn't listen to the prophet. They didn't want to hear the prophet. They mocked the prophet, made fun of the prophet. Their strength is in the Pharaoh, the king, the government, you know, and they trust Salakia is in the state. And that's who they trust and believe, that they're gonna go to Walmart or go to whatever grocery store they're gonna go, and they're gonna trust and believe that their money gonna be on their account. And if it's not on account, they're gonna go buck wild crazy. Let me tell you this right here. It's gonna be some blood in the street, and a lot of these women and guys, but majority of women, you know, are doing the same thing with their YN out of Chicago, talking about, "Don't come down here, Trump. We're different. A different group of men there in Chicago." And then when Trump brought those troops there, then you ain't see not one ski mask, not one YN. They're all inside the house, and that's pretty much Eve gonna do. Now Eve might be crazy enough to go out there and do some, but listen, Eve, you're gonna be in jail. You're gonna be in jail. And from what Walmart is saying, that Walmart might have y'all to order your food online, from November 1st all the way to January the 1st. So, yeah, come on up there if you want. Be like those crazy young ends, I mean YN, that claiming they're gonna do something. Yeah, they know how to set you down. And then what they gonna happen is, what's gonna happen? They're gonna take your kids away from you. You're gonna be in jail. Your kids gonna be in foster care, or your kids might end up being under ICE and get shipped off somewhere. So keep on fucking around. Talking about you gonna steal and shit. So therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be their shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So yeah, it's your shame. You embarrassed, and people gonna know who you are when you out there in them streets. When people know you in the neighborhood and you out there begging food, they know that you sat on your ass for 20 years while everybody went to work, and you probably laughed and looked at them all crazy and was happy in the grocery store when you had a full buggy full of food, and the people that are working, you know, probably had a quarter of what you got in their buggy, and you making fun of them and getting all what you want and being satisfied. Now the table have turned. Now you out there begging, you know, and all you had to do was just go ahead and get your heavy ass up out that bed, out that couch, out that living room playing your game, and finding you something or start your own business. Do something. Now you afraid and confused and crying on TikTok. So let's go ahead and get to this video here. Slothful.
If you work at a grocery store and you know that the food stamps is not working in November and you see people stealing and you snitch, you deserve to die.
And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you.
If they stop my food stamps, me and my man will be at the grocery store walking out with two big ass carts. And ain't nobody better do nothing because my man coming hard behind me and it only take him one time to punch your ass.
And I'm gonna have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you gonna think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass.
See, now, men, if you have a woman like that, you need to hurry up. Those two women, you need to hurry up and get away from women like that. Because women like that will get you killed. They don't think. These women here, they fucking don't think. You putting your man life online to get unalive because of your fucking emotion. My man this, my man that. You think your man the biggest, strongest man on the face of this earth? Hell, Mike Tyson thought he was dead until he got knocked out by Buster Douglas. And a lot of people thought that could nobody whoop him. Listen, there's always somebody for you. You know? Shit, he'll knock him out and turn around and knock your whole ass out. So quit trying to, put people in a messed up situation. And these guys here that let their women egg them into fighting, we know who's controlling their relationship. These big mouth, you know what, right here. These two YBs are controlling their relationship. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna let a woman tell me, "Hey, we finna go in this store here, and if anybody active, you need to go knock them out. You need to go do this here." I bet you my man is gonna do. No, don't you say a damn thing. Don't put me in no shit like that. I know we are struggling together. We're gonna be hungry together. You let me figure out what I need to do to get the ball rolling, not you, because you gonna kill us.
You think I ain't finna walk out that store?
You know how many homes about to get broken into? You know how many people about to get knocked over the head coming out their job or leaving the ATM or the bank?
I'm going back to stealing. I don't care. If you leave your car unlocked in the middle of the night, lock it, bitch. Because if I don't get no food.
And here we go with the YN, the young nigga, look like he's from the Northern Kingdom, and this is what you call a lazy male. It's a scripture in the Bible where the parents would grab hold of their son because he's a glutton, he's a drunk, don't want to work, and they send him to the elders, and then he still won't do right, so they have to take him and stone him. These guys here would be the one that would get stoned. Check this out. It's about 3 more of them.
Best believe me and mine's gonna eat regardless.
I need my fucking EBT, yo. I need my money, yo. I need my fucking EBT.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do?
I used to get $740 a month for my 2 kids. And we not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't...
See, those men there, I guarantee you, single parent. Mama, mama boys don't want to go out there and get it. How can you teach your son how to be a man if you don't want to get off your ass and you want to sit and have another man to bring you money? How did that look? It's just like a woman um, call in another woman to come clean her house because she don't want to do it. That's just fucking lazy. Woman, that's your house, that's your domain. And man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. That's your family. You support your family. You don't let the system support your family. Now, if you disabled, this is a different story. And that's for the women too. You disabled, that's a different story. But a lot of these women, if you able to talk shit like some of these guys and some of these women, you able to walk, you able to drive, you able to go to the store, you able to think to get what you want to, to bring home to your family. You are able-bodied minded to go and work. Or again, you have some sense to start your own business. It's just a lot of slothiness here in Babylon. And Eve, you're not the only one. There's some lazy Negroes that need their ass whooped. It don't make no damn sense. How can listen? Let's go. I'm coming back. Where is that? It says here, 1 Timothy 5:8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. So this man here, he's worse than an infidel because he will not. He's able-minded, able-bodied to take care of his family, but now that the sweet daddy done cut off your lifeline, your food line, you want to panic. I mean, what man do that? Children panic, mama panic, or children panic to the mother panic to the daddy. Who the man gonna panic to? A wall? No, they looking for you to do something. First of all, you need to pray to the Lord, get in this truth, pray to the Lord, call on the righteous name of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and have the Spirit to work within you. And you go out there and you go snooping around like a dog and find you something. Do something. Hell, go buy a lawnmower and go mow some yards. Do something. Get with somebody. You see a man painting. He's building. He's adding on. A push to a house or putting in a window. You need to be his friend. You need to talk with him. You need to say, if they're in the way, you need assistance. I can help you. You need to do something. Open your fucking mouth. Do something. But a lot of you women that's single, you most definitely have to do something. And the quickest and easy way for you women to get anything, you already know what it is. From a man. Quick, easy money, $40 here, $40 there. And it's going to get bad. That $40 is going to drop because you ain't going to have no room for negotiation. My stuff better than that. You got to give me that $40. Listen, do you know the money getting short on my end too? Hell, a lot of these guys, when your stomach touch your spine, you ain't gonna be thinking about sex that much at all. You're gonna be thinking about eating, and you women, guess what? Y'all just gonna be in bad situation. Y'all gonna be giving it up for a can of beans. Talking about taking me, getting offended if some guy take you to the Galleria or whatever, or take you, to some decent place to eat. He paying for it, you eating, you know. But anyway, that's another subject. So let's go back to this video here.
Doesn't deserve a popsicle? You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies?
I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but I'm getting my shit. Because I'm going to tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar motherfucking Christ. I will be at motherfucking Walmart with my steel toes on and my motherfucking helmet, and I dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my groceries. Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid. I am going to go.
Boy, these niggas here, boy, they so mel. Like I always say, niggas, listen, Esau. listen up, Esau. A lot of our people talk hella shit. Now, you might have one or two that might cross the line, but I know you're going to put them in place, Esau. And these women that talking, that I want to see them on the news getting their head rocked, with her steel toe boots on and her helmet with handcuffs on, getting her tail roasted, getting her tail knocked around, you know. Yeah, this next woman here talking about a Jet 2 holiday. You gonna wish you was on a Jet 2 holiday or whatever she had said. Talking about her man gonna knock him out, and I wish you step up to my car. Okay, we gonna see.
In that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out.
If I don't receive my benefits this month, the food stamps, I feel bad for the motherfucking shop, right? I will just be rolling my cart out that bitch like I pay for it.
I'm gonna be stealing like.
I'll tell you, this woman here, she's the king of stealing. I mean, the queen, I'm saying, Salakia. Yeah, she's the queen of stealing. But that guy that you just saw, listen, any guy that go in the store, listen, I guarantee you, prepare to be laid out in a puddle of blood. They probably won't be too quick to shoot none of these females, but you niggas, be prepared. You going in there and you stealing, you running out, you might get shot in the back. And you better hope ISIS is not you know what, they probably will be at the Walmart, because they after the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child. So I mean, they would love just to sit out there in the parking lot and wait to see you run all out of breath, titties all hitting your face, and you guys running, and you see that gun, see the point end of that barrel in your face. You're gonna change instantly. You're gonna drop their food, and they're gonna put them cuffs on you. But first they're gonna beat you up, then they're gonna put them cuffs on you, and then send you down to where you need to go, and you're gonna be there for a few days or a week or a month until you get your until you see the judge, and then there you go, your sentence. So, and then a lot of you crazy anyway, because you get on TikTok and you letting the world know what you're gonna do. So when you get your ass rocked and you get them handcuffs put on you get shot, you brought it on yourself. Ain't nobody gonna march for you. Ain't nobody gonna care for you, because you doing this stupid shit.
It ain't no tomorrow.
We gonna loot. We gonna get fucking crazy, right, TikTok? You feel me?
Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit.
Either you're gonna give us food or we're gonna take that bitch.
This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me.
Now they're telling me I have to go work.
God.
Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. I'm
Yeah, you got Esau on here too. Mm-hmm.
trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills.
See, but with Psalm 73, they're not in trouble like other men. It was a documentary, Katrina, where black folks, so-called black folks, were getting food out the store. And you listen, you had a national disaster. There's nothing open. Of course, listen, and these people have been sitting out there in that hot sun. Dead people is everywhere. You have nothing to drink, nothing to eat. Of course, you're gonna go into the stores. You're gonna break in and get food and water out of there. And then you had the New Orleans police, with shotguns pointing at these people, telling them to drop the food. Now that's a shame. That's a fucking national disaster. But on the other hand, they show white people that were stealing and taking what they need. They wouldn't show that on the news, but people have recorded and saw it. But with nothing happening to them, when it come down to looting, it seems like our faces is always plastered. Just like welfare. Eve and 3 or 4 children that she had and she by herself, they would show that as she's leading, she's the issue of why United States don't have enough money because she need help. But United States sending over $40 billion over, to the curly fry, to the curly fried people, and you know who that is. And then also, the biggest welfare recipient is so-called white people here in America, but they won't show their shame or their embarrassment of not making it, being lazy and on their ass, but they'll show us. And that's just how Esau is. He used propaganda.
If you see somebody walking out, just turn and look the other way. Like, ain't no time. It's not time to be trying to play Captain Save America, trying to do the right thing, trying to stand up. Like, no. Let them people walk out.
As y'all know.
So I'm gonna end it right there. That's pretty much all I gotta say on that. But listen, we are, as they say, what signs of time. We are at what you call perilous time. Let me go to. Let's go to maybe 3 more, and that should be it. Let's go to Matthew right quick. Says here, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And it's going to be a lot of robbing. It's going to be a lot of unaliving. And this is Esau's plan, to get people to fight each other, to unalive each other. Because Esau, he have a agenda for you to go take, take that chip. Because a lot of people, they're gonna want normalcy. They're gonna be sick and tired of starving, sick and tired of being, thirsty, being sick and tired of robbing and unaliving people. It's gonna be the survival of the fittest. People are gonna really turn into beasts, monsters. Because when you don't eat, let 2 days go by. People are gonna lose it. 3 days, people are gonna go berserk. They ain't gonna, they're gonna eat somebody arm fat. And I'm telling you, and I said this here a while back, that you go to these stores, you might have to cook your stuff or eat your food right in the parking lot, because it's gonna get worse, very bad, very soon. As Ephesians 5:15, see that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So you understand, people are not going to be, they not going to be normal with you. Here, listen, in the South, Arkansas, Mississippi, especially in Arkansas, if they don't know you when they driving down the road, a lot of people, white and black, I've seen it before, where they will wave, you know, you can be on the highway or going in the store or whatever. People just wave at you. Listen, during the time when people get hungry, ain't gonna be no waving. They're gonna be waving their pistol at you and shooting at you because they think that you got bread. I ain't talking about money, because the dollar bill is going to collapse, and it's collapsing now. They're gonna be looking for food, water, and they ain't gonna care about you having a pregnant woman in the car and 3 other kids. You know, and it's gonna get worse than that. They're gonna want just more than food. They're gonna want food, water, and guess what? Sex. You got a fine looking woman or a decent woman. He can unalive you, unalive your son, and keep your daughters and your wife. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, a lot. So I'll just end it right there. Hopefully this was edifying, and see you on the next video. Shalom. Like I said, if you want, you can watch the rest of this. I just saw maybe let's see, 7 minutes of it. Maybe I'm gonna go back to it. I just wanted to put my spiritual 2 cents on this here, and hopefully you will get. Hopefully you got understanding of this here, and I might leave that as my picture. All right. See you in the next video. Shalom.